Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Property. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. So today, giving you kind of an update what happened over the week, I guess. Yeah, it's Friday night for me right now, and I covered this in my the GAF FUD live earlier today. But since that's 1 hour, I'm gonna cover it briefly in this video. So unless you've been under a rock, Carol has been quote unquote exploited. The Carol on the base side, so the one that's been about 3 months running now. Yeah, everyone's, I can say everyone's talking about it, but there are definitely questions. And they put this out in the Telegram. It says, we regret to inform our community that today the liquidity pool of Carol's protocol's base version has been compromised. This is the exploiter address, successfully drained the pool using a flash loan, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not gonna go into this in detail because I personally don't buy it. I know there are a lot of content creators that do believe that it was an exploit, and they were very, very supportive of Carol and following it for a while, and people did make money in the beginning off of Carol, especially on base in the early days because it was printing. But I told everyone on my channel, and even when I did the sponsored video just under 2 weeks ago, I was like, Ponzi's, ROI dApps without utility are all destined to have the same result, be that an exploit, be that just liquidity being drained, you name it. Eventually the charts all look the same. So this one, as of now, you can actually see it on the base chain. Where is the transaction? This guy here. So it's one, they made this contract, funded it, created the contract, then 23 hours and 12 minutes ago, you got this transaction. Where'd it go? This one. This is what all the wrapped ETH got basically pulled out. $2.7 million. They used the loan to drain liquidity to zero, and now there is nothing left in this at all. So they even had the loan higher than what was actually available to make sure that they got every last bit, I guess, with a flash loan. Now, what makes me speculate on this is because flash loans are like DeFi security 101. Now, granted, I know nothing about a contract or code or how this works with a DEX, but I do know in the 2 and some change years that I've been around in DeFi that this is a very common attack vector. Kind of like when I was doing IT, and we would tell people on the customer service side, end user support, it's like about your passwords. It's like common sense. Don't make it, your name, your kid's name, or your birthday or whatever, right? So like these are common attack vectors for trying to figure out someone's password. Don't make your bank card your last 4 of your social or your birthday, whatever, right? So flash loans fit that exact kind of 101 security, in my opinion. So if that happens, my personal thesis is it was gross negligence or willful neglect or internal exploit. Like, it doesn't happen by accident, in my humble opinion. Like, there's no way devs in 2023 making contracts are skipping that piece. It's as integral as not sharing your seed phrase. And I don't know much about coding, but I do know, flash loans. That's literally what happened, I think, with ETH way back in the beginning when it first got started. Even I think also something similar for the hard fork of one of the other tokens as well way back in the day. So it's been around a while. That's my point. But either way, the results are the same. So be it an exploit, be it an accident, be it internal, people who got into this after the first pivot pause they made, changing the contract, they are wrecked as well. So there was this, yeah, this candle is the one I was trying to look at. Where is it? Oh, this is on, this is ETH. Where is that? Yeah, this one. Yeah, here. So this is when they made the first couple changes, introduced the DEX, blah, blah, blah. People up here that had just gotten in, yeah, they got wrecked. Then it looked like it was coming back, and then all of a sudden you get this exploit, which drained the liquidity to zero. The liquidity now is, yeah, it doesn't even show any liquidity. It's crazy. But that is how it goes, man. So all you can do is be careful. And like I mentioned multiple times, man, if you're not, it's a Ricky Bobby quote, Talladega Nights, you're not first, you're last. And especially when it's ROI dApps with no utility, someone is going to be the exit liquidity. So that's again why I chose not to shill this with a referral link. So granted, somehow, some way, I guess because I pulled out the liquidity here first and kept it in the wallet. So I'm only, from the $300 they gave me, remember, none of this was my money. This was sponsored money. So I'm sitting at 93 bucks out of 395 or whatever the case may be. And again, ironically, my stake almost made the 30 days. So it didn't even last 30 days from when I did the sponsored video. That is crazy. Now the base side, I'm sorry, the BNB side is still okay, but the TVL in this has gotten cut in half as well. So I don't know what you should do with that one. Halfway here from, again, the 150 bucks they gave me on this side. But these DeFi streets are crazy. So I personally believe, and this is something that I think Drip to Wealth put out, man. He put a poll out, and just all ROI dApps, in my opinion, they're gonna go to zero. This right here. Damn, all ROI dApps have fought for the same fate, very bad endings. Can this mystery be solved? And I put no Ponzi and no utility. 63.2%. So I think that is the nature of it, period, because there is no sustainable way. It doesn't matter, in my opinion now, what I've learned, it doesn't matter what tokenomics you put into a project, what kind of buybacks or anything that you have. If it's just an ROI dApp, then it's going to go to zero at some stage, because the people that get in early, especially if it's got referral rewards and things of that nature, and even if it's got features that, you know, like shout out to the kitchen sink guys that, you know, they've made it a little more sustainable. You got to come in and make an transaction or something every 48 hours and all that, but still without any utility, the contract just gets drained because it only pays out what goes into it. And if $100 goes in and 100 people all put in $1, but then those 100 people are able to get, let's just call it a 2x. Well, where does the other $100 come from? Well, it doesn't get made from anything out of thin air, because that's impossible. It's mathematically impossible. So therefore, 50 people get 200, or 50 people would get the $100 basically. So they would get the 2x. So 50 people would get $2 back and the other 50 get wrecked. That's the only mathematical way that that equation can balance itself out. Regardless of, again, the sustainability factors, tokenomics, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you add in some other stuff, you know, some NFT buys and some gambling features, lottery tickets, or whatever else, then now you have created utility. But most of these, even just the bonding side of Carol, that is the end result. Like, this is very hard to sustain itself. And from what I understand, the devs are working on utility as a roadmap. But again, lessons learned from Forex Shark, roadmaps don't mean shit, because they can never come to fruition, or they're just there to make people happy and feel bullish on a project, or they get changed or whatever. So unless it's already there from day one, I would not count it. So all ROI dApps, to me, stay away. That would be my not financial advice. You can make money, but you're making it off the exit liquidity of your friends, especially if you're a content creator. You're literally milking your community and you can say that it's DYOR and don't do what I do and I'm just making this for content or whatever. But if you're doing it and you're getting referral rewards from it, man, I'd say a gray area in my book. For me, it's a bright line, but I guess for others, it's a gray area. But on the one hand, yeah, you got to make content, you got to put stuff out there. But if you're disingenuous and you're telling people that you're getting into these protocols, but you're actually being paid to do it and not telling your community how much of the money is yours and how much is house money, that's, yeah, shame on you. That's the best I can say. So we will see what happens to the B&B side. Again, you will find no referral links for this in my video, but I'm just covering it because it's content that's out there. And speaking of things to cover, I covered this in the live. We have this from Forex Shark. I am not going to read through all this again. It is really not worth reading. He put a whole bunch of nothing out here. So the TLDR of this is that they've been testing their optimization protocol, and then they found out that it is not as sustainable as they'd like because of recent liquidity issues from other projects that caused, I guess, liquidity get drained from Kyber. So they're essentially creating their own protocol algorithm from scratch, which, if we remember, this is how the gaslighting starts. This that he created, this entire random optimization algorithm or whatever, was created by Forex. Remember, supposedly this came from his custom personalized trading bots that he's been using for years. Now all of a sudden, this narrative that we get, we find out that it's not as robust as he'd like, and they could keep it because that's what all the other big projects are doing, or they could ignore it because it's a small deviation, or blah 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 blah, but yet it's his. And now all of a sudden he's saying we have built this improved model and results are looking good. So now they scrapped this thing that was his to begin with, but the gaslighting you get is that it's not his, it's what everybody in the space is using, and now they're making a new one. So what I wrapped it up and said in the live is that this is just basically smoke and mirrors to drag this out some more. It's not ready. It never was ready. Chances are the dev team quit on him, or they got fired. They actually don't get fired. They quit because he stops paying them and treats them like shit. So I don't believe any of this is coming anytime soon. But again, somehow, some way, even with these delays, token prices continue to hold. AFP is up 5%. So some people somewhere are still definitely buying the news or the rumor or whatever, or they're not fazed by his delays at this stage. So I'm personally out of hopium for Forex and believe it's all smoke and mirrors and that nothing will play out as he said. But it is surprising to see AFD, both of them are up. AFP is up and drip is down. So all you can do is look at the charts at the end of the day. I don't know what else to say. And this is even surprising. VREAP is up. There's literally zero utility for VREAP. So there are people still in the know or behind the scenes or drinking the Kool-Aid or whatever. And at the end of all of this, we will find out who was right, who was wrong. I have no idea. But I guess if you got the money to buy falling knives, go right ahead and see what happens. And Carol, wow, 36%. It's crazy. Elephant sustaining itself surprisingly well. So we will see. I'll probably do an update. Yeah, I got my monthly update coming in about 7 days or so. But TLDR, DeFi is a rough place to cut your teeth. All right, that is the update. That's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help a brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.